Hey guys, so as you saw in the title, we're starting over, and the main reason for that is I feel like me and Burrito Slayer and Gavin all kind of started the same champion, and that doesn't really show how diverse Raid is or the diversity between a veteran and a newbie like me. So we're just gonna have a nice little account overview and show you guys where I am, what I plan to be doing, and where I plan to be going. We're level 25 as of right now, and the champion we started with was Aethel. Aethel's a really good champion, and I really like her because on her A1 she attacks 3 times, which is good for Fire Knight, and she has a 100% chance after buffed to place a weaken on the enemy. Now this is really good for clan boss or any really big bosses in general, so I really like that. On her A2, she has a 15% chance of inflicting a crit hit, and she attacks all enemies. And on her A3, she has a 25% increased attack buff. And if she's below 50%, as you see here, she also places a 30% increased defense, which is actually really, really huge for campaign or anything along those lines. But you also get that extra turn as well, which is really good. Our second champion is Tyrell. I really like Tyrell. He attacks 2 times, has a 40% chance of placing a 50% decrease attack for 2 turns, which is huge. That obviously goes up to a 50% chance once he's fully booked. And if we go to his A2, instead of having to farm for War Maiden, we can actually just farm books for Tyrell. Not farm books, but we can actually just buff him. Already has a attack all enemies and a 75% chance for that 60% defense buff for 2 turns. And if they're already under a decrease attack, which is A1 does, it will place a sleep on them for 1 turn, which is so you got a sleep and you got a defense decrease, you got a decrease attack. And if we go to his A3, on a 4 turn cooldown, once it's buffed up, he attacks one enemy, decreases the target's turn meter by 50%. And if the attack fully depletes the turn meter, it also stuns them for 2 turns. Now, this is really good in general for that turn control. Our next champion is going to be Apothecary. So Apothecary attacks 3 times at random, but the two big things is we have a 50% heal once we fully book on a 2 turn cooldown, and the heal can also crit. That is so much extra healing. It's ridiculous. And on top of that, we have a 30% increased speed buff for all allies. And once we ascend to level 3, we also get to fill the turn meter of allies by 15%. So we have decreased turn meter, we have increased turn meter, increased speed, we have a heal, we have a weaken, we have a decreased attack, we have a decreased defense. It's just pretty huge. So far, we've gotten a couple champions, nothing crazy. We have Gaelic, we have a Preserver, and we have Skullsworn. Now, all of this we've gotten from pretty much this we got from the campaign, Gaelic we got from Mystery Shards, and from the Preserver we actually used a code called I Love Raid, and you get this, I believe, some brews and an XP for a day. Outside of that, we're really just trying to level up these champions so that we can eventually 6-star our Aethel. As of right now, Aethel is going to be our 6-star, and that's pretty much all we're going to do. We have some masteries unlocked, and I know we have 300 gems. If you get to 800 gems, you can actually unlock all of them. If you hit get all scrolls for 800 gems, you can just get all the masteries for this champion or any champion you choose. I'm not sure if I want to do that or if I want to grind out some of the Minotaur to get these masteries. The next thing I'm going to go over here is the quests. Pretty simple. We just got our new dailies. We're going to knock these out, and then we will be 2 days away from getting our next ancient shard. Monthlies, we're not too worried about. Advanced, we don't get to level 35. It is what it is. For the challenges, for arena, we're just waiting to win a defense, and that can take the next 2 minutes. That can take another day or two. Hopefully, the higher level we get, maybe we'll knock this out soon, and we'll move on to part 2. For the dungeons, we have to clear stage 4 of the spider den, which we have not done, and I don't even think we can do that right now, so we're not too worried about it. For the artifacts, we have to equip a champion with an accessory, which we just got, so I will do that here for you guys to show you the next bit. And then for these, we have to summon these rare champions. I don't want to waste my ancient shards on these yet because I have a team that I kind of need to work on, but I do want to make sure I pay attention to win a campaign battle using 4 champions at level 4 or higher. So that's kind of something to do. But let's equip this. Well, do I have to go here? Sorry, let me go here. We actually get two things. We get our crit gloves and we get our accessories. So let's go in and put that on. It's not going to be anything crazy. Oh, it's attack. That's pretty good. And we have attack percent that maybe we can get, but we're just doing this. 50 more energy. And we're going to wait a second while this loads. And while we're waiting, actually, if you made it this far into the video, we don't ask for subscribers around here. We play them in rock, paper, scissors. So we're going to play rock, paper, scissors. And if I beat you, you subscribe. Are you ready? Rock, paper, scissors, boom. So we threw scissors. If you threw paper, subscribe. So now we can work on these, which is when 2% or higher in, what is this? Oh, equipping a champion with those, and then win it on Arnok normal. So this is pretty easy. We'll knock that out here pretty soon, but I'm not too necessarily worried about that. Let's pick up our free stuff here. The next thing I'm going to go to is these clan missions. Right now we need to do 500k, but because our team's so weak, we are not even close. We would have to do another, what, 400k, and we don't have a team to do that right now. And I feel like that's a big difference between Aethel and Kale, as Kale definitely would be able to easily do this because the poison does so much extra damage. But in case you didn't want to go Kale, I'd still think Aethel's really good, but I think you have to wait until you get the Masteries to get that War Master proc, I believe is what it's called. Let's double check on that. So if we go to the Masteries, this one down here, 60% chance for the bosses, you do 4% of their max HP. 4% of millions is a lot. So you're doing 50, 80, 90,000 damage every time this procs. So you're just doing a lot of bonus damage. So that's something just to keep in mind. And that's why a lot of people 6-star their starter, because they just do so much damage. They're pretty much the person you're going to grind your campaign with anyway, so it just makes sense to do that. Outside of that, let's see. We also made our own clan, the Beanie Babies. Beans is the title, or the clan tag. Feel free to join this. It's going to be open for everyone, and I think it's going to be great to actually grow this clan together. So if you want to join, feel free to join. If you don't, that's okay as well. So I'm going to show you guys where I am in the dungeons. We're pretty much stage 5 at everything. And I believe we haven't really done spider. We're like stage 1 or 2 here. And I'm kind of just waiting on these missions because I do have to go to stage 3 or higher and win frost or lifesteal artifact. So I'm just going to wait for the missions to knock some of this stuff out. But we're actually almost done with our first set to get the 300 gems. I have these arbiter little rewards I can get, but I'm kind of waiting because we do get a bunch of energy, pretty much energy gems. But if we look, we have 1200 energy and we have 3 energy max fill pots. And I just want to waste this energy before I get this energy so that when I need energy, I can just use it. This 1200 isn't going to last forever, so I would like to have a stockpile of energy ready to do any grinding I need to do. I have about 24 hours left on this tournament, and as you see, this guy's going crazy. 3,800 about. We're at 1,500. We will grind up to this, and maybe we can steal first place, but I'll keep you guys updated. Right now, one thing I really want to do is I get a free ancient shard here if I do my champion training, but I only have 7 more hours. So I'm going to try and grind that again and get that ancient shard. These I have about a day, but I can get an ancient shard in each of these. So that would be 3 more ancient shards. If I get first place in the tournament, that's 4, and that'll give me a total of 9. We do have a void champion, and I'm actually going to pull this in a little bit just because there's a ×2 going, and might as well pull the void now while we have the ×2, just to give ours the best chance to pull whatever we can. For arena, just to show you guys what I'm doing, nothing crazy. I'm literally just taking these free wins. So this is a free win as well, 1,400. I have 20,000. I can just auto this and move on. And the big reason I'm not just spamming arena right now is after I'm done with the missions I'm doing and we are on to the second set of missions, there's a bunch of them that are like get 50 medals in arena, defeat 50 enemies in arena. And if you get to a point where you're in silver 2 and you can't beat anyone, then you're just going to be stuck on that mission forever. And I don't want to be in that situation. And I probably could push out of bronze 4, but for now, all I do is look for these easy teams. I try not to fight the legendaries because sometimes they're pretty crazy. But like this one, 13k power. It's an easy run through. We get an easy dub, and we don't have to really worry about it. Easy medals, and then we can upgrade our Great Hall as well. I run it on auto. It's probably smarter to not run on auto sometimes, but I just know my team will win, and that's another reason that I pick easy wins. So I can just run it on auto. Boom, team wins. We're on to the next. So outside of that, I mean, that's pretty much it. We're gonna pull this shard real quick, and hopefully we pull something good. We have a 1% chance for a legendary, 16% chance for an epic, 83% chance for rare. Normally I would save this, but because we have a team that we already know we want to build, but as of right now, you can't ignore the two times. Maybe we pull an epic or something. Let's just see what it is. Three, two, one. Show me the love. We believe in the heart of the card, so we have to pull something. We got a legendary. Oh my god. We got a Leo. Oh my, oh my god. We got a legendary on the 1%. Oh my gosh. We have a decreased defense attacks two times. Holy. Oh, it attacks all enemy two times. Passive. I'm immune to stun, freeze, sleep, provoke. I'm immune to everything. So this would be really good with clan boss. If he's the weakest, he just ignores the stun. That's huge. We have a weaken and a true fear as well. Instantly places an unkillable buff on this champion for one turn before receiving a fatal hit. Wow. Damage increases as this champion's HP decreases 1%. That's crazy. This is a 4-turn cooldown as well. This is a huge. We have a crit rate in all battles. This is absolutely insane that we pulled a legendary on our first shard. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. That's insane. I look, it's the I told you guys, if there's one thing I've learned watching Yu-Gi-Oh! My life, believe in your friends and believe in the heart of the cards, and you can get everything you've ever wanted in life. So with that being said, we're gonna end there because there's no up from there. I mean, holy. But guys, as always, until next time, guys, senpai